Formal invitation daw, sir. Meron meron bang dapat formal invitation?
Wala siya sinabi. Basta sinabi niya na. Hindi ko alam if he already coursed it through Secretary Bello.
What does the president hope to achieve with the 1-1?
I don't know. That's his call.
But in the Philippines, no? Come home
Yes,
first.
in the Philippines.
What if a third-party country?
As I said, if he really wants to show his sincerity, he can come home.
All right, sir. Thank
He
you.
should not be afraid of his own shadow.
Follow up in that.
Sir, but what was the context of that discussion, that the one you had on the 24th? Why did the president end up telling you to invite Joma Sison to talk to him?
Well, with respect to the ceasefire,
Was
we were
this,
talking about the ceasefire, about the localized negotiation, and about the stand of the mayor of Davao. He said the localized peace talks can still proceed.
speaking of that, sir, yung pag-exclude doon sa Davao na sinasabi ni Mayor Sara, what did the president say about that?
Pwede pa rin.
Pwedeng-
Kasi, I mean, exclude muna. In the meanwhile. Wala pa naman kasi talks eh.
Sir, in the possible meeting with Joma Sison, is there anything specific that the president wants to talk about?
Wala naman siya sinabi.
Okay, and that possible meeting is separate from, is a separate
Yes, from the government
issue
panel.
doon sa
Yes.
resumption of government panel.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ina. MPC follow up. Still on the same subject matter. Alexis Rose.
Sec, has the president reacted to the attack by the NPA? Yung attack during the day one of the ceasefire?
Well, he directed the authorities to investigate the matter and to explain why there has been such an attack.
So what was his reaction?
Yun nga, he wants to know the facts kung talagang bakit nila ginawa yun.
So he's still open, he still believes in the sincerity of the...
No, he's
Rebels
waiting.
despite-
He's waiting for the report and for the explanation why they made an attack. But one thing is clear: the president really wants peace among Filipinos.
Sec, regarding yung sa exclusion ng Davao, so the president is considering that
Yes.
yung
In the
exclusion-
meanwhile, there are no talks yet.
yung exclusion ng Davao City.
Yes. Tuloy pa rin yung ano.
Teka, in-exclude na ba, Sec, o magkakaroon ng separate order for that?
Wala naman siya sinabi. Basta sinabi, kasi tinanong ko siya. Sabi niya, okay lang yan. Wala pa naman talks.
Okay, Sec.
Basta tuloy pa rin yung mga ginagawa nila noon, localized. Because the fear of the mayor is that magagamitin lang ng kabila to reorganize,
Okay, thank you po.
which is a very valid observation.
Thank you, Alexis. Roscos, Julie, then Arian. Mike, please.
Sir, clarification lang. Mayor Sara is asking for the exclusion of Davao sa ceasefire. So, ibig po bang sabihin, tuloy ang offensive ng military and police against NPA sa Davao since kinukonsider ng Pangulo na pagbigyan yung hiling po ni Mayor Sara?
I think more on the, ang palagay ko yung kay Mayor Sara, more on the localized peace talks. Kasi I understand that the local peace talks are very effective. It has resulted into surrender of so many NPA. Kaya ayaw nila ng localized peace talks. Ayaw ni Mayor Sara na matigil yun.
Ayaw matigil ni Mayor Sara yung localized
Yung
peace talks na
localized peace
ongoing
talks.
na. Pero po yung exclusion ng Davao sa ceasefire declaration, unilateral ceasefire,
Kasama yun sa hinihingi niya.
pagbibigyan siya ng
Presidente
Pangulo.
naman
doon.
okay lang, wala pa naman peace talks daw eh.
So, malinaw lang sir, tuloy ang opensiba ng mga militar at pulisya sa Davao City.
Unang-una, wala namang military offensive doon eh. I don't think there is a military offensive right now. Kasi nga, meron precisely localized peace talks eh. When you're having peace talks, wala kayong military offensive.
Okay, sir. Sir, regarding po dun sa nabanggit niyo po na one-on-one talk with the president ni CPP founder Season, is this a condition para po mag-pursue yung pagkakaroon ng informal?
Wala siya
and-
sinabing condition. Basta sinabi niya, I want to talk to him one-on-one here.
Ang binanggit po kasi ni CPP founder Season is po pwedeng magkaroon ng pag-uusap dito sa Pilipinas pag nagkaroon po ng development sa pag-uusap ng government and NDFP's
But
panel.
that's the stand of the president. He either takes it or leaves it.
What if CPP founder turns
And
down?
then we will decide when that assumption comes into being.
As of now, sir, as soon as possible dapat mag-meet yung dalawa po.
Whether it's soon as possible, basta yan ang posisyon ng presidente. You come over, let's talk.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Salamat, Rose. Julie, Arian, balik tayo kay Alexis mamaya.
Sir, clarification lang. Yung sinabi niyo po kanina na walang military offensive sa Davao or law enforcement operations against NPAs.
Wala akong alam. Wala akong naririnig na may offensive.
Okay. Pero given na Mayor Sara is asking that Davao be excluded from the ceasefire, does it also mean na law enforcement operations like serving of warrants, ganon, hindi, tuloy pa rin?
Siguro tuloy yun. Dahil kung ano ang current situation, ayaw niyang magambala yan.
Okay.
Salamat, Julie. Arian, mic please.
Hi, Sec. Sec, kasi si Mayor Sara po, sinabi din po niya na she's also asking for the exclusion of Davao City once the national government pursues the reopening of the formal peace negotiations. May reaction na po ba si President Duterte dito? Kahit daw po sa formal resumption ng peace talks, ayaw pong masama ni Mayor Sara yung
Wala pa
Davao.
doon. Yung portion niya, wala pa. Yung sinabi lang, habang wala pa. Okay
So,
lang.
sir, yung sa ceasefire lang po yung pwedeng i-allow, yung holiday ceasefire, sir.
Yes.
May iba pa po ba, sir, na areas or cities na nag-request kay President Duterte ng exclusion?
None that I know of.
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Thank you, Arian. MPC, any more follow-up regarding doon sa exclusion? Or, Francis, same topic.
Same topic po. Sir, tanong ko lang kasi previously nga ang PNP, AFP, and DND kaya ayaw nila magkaroon ng peace talks is because they believe na wala nang grip si CPP founding chairman o CMR Season sa whole organization ng CPP-NPA. Kaya nga ang AFP rin ay sumusuporta sa localized peace talk. Do you share the same sentiment na ganun nga kaya ayaw na ng DND ng ganung ng peace talks is
Yeah, bro. Considering that...
katulad sir nung yun nga nagkaroon na naman ng mga pag-atake. So apparently yung sa ground hindi na sinusunod yung higher echelon ng CPP-NPA.
Considering the effectiveness of the localized talks, I share the view of Secretary Esperon and Secretary Lorenzana. Kaya ayaw nila. Kasi pag dumadami nagsusurrender, o di nauubusan sila ng mga miyembro.
Francis, follow-up. Balik tayo kay Arian, tapos kay Julie.
Sir, reaction lang, sir. Sabi po ng NDFP sa Southern Mindanao, dun daw po sa pag-request ni Mayor Sara ng exclusion, she is bent to rule with impunity daw po. Dun sa pag-request niya. Sabi nila, sir, Mayor Sara wrongly blames the alleged failure of the peace talks to the countless criminal acts and treachery of the revolutionary forces. Pero yung military naman daw po natin yung lumalabag talaga ng ceasefire. Kaya daw napipilitan lang
Sino nagsabi nun?
mag-self-defense. NDFP, sir, Southern Mindanao.
Then they should look at themselves in the mirror.
Okay. Pero sir, yung reaction niyo po that Mayor Sara is bent to rule with impunity daw.
Kaya nga,
sabi.
they should look at themselves in the mirror. Ibig sabihin sila yon, hindi si Mayor Sara yon. Mayor Sara always, being a lawyer, always want that the rule of law prevails.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Arian. Julie, balik tayo kay Julie.
Sir, di ba hihingan po natin ng paliwanag yung NDF, CPP, NPA about their violation of their own ceasefire, correct? After that, will President Duterte revoke yung pag-declare niya ng ceasefire or is he gonna give them another chance pa?
We will have to wait for the president to decide on that. We cannot speculate on what he will do.
Pero nung sa unang-unang in-announce yung ceasefire, may condition po ba for the lifting of the ceasefire? Like for example, isang violation?
Wala siyang binanggit. Wala kami pinagsamot ng bull.
Okay, thank you.
Salamat, Julie. MPC, any more question regarding dun sa same topic? Or shift na tayo? Tina? Shift ka, Tina. Mike, please.
Sir, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
There were at least 16 people reportedly killed during the typhoon Ursula. What are the directives of the president? Some local governments are asking the national government for assistance.
Well, as we have repeatedly said during this time of calamities, all the agencies involved in the rehabilitation, in helping, assisting, are all in place.
So, is there a chance that the president will visit these affected areas? At least before the New Year or shortly after?
Wala siyang binanggit. Wala siyang binanggit. I hope to talk to him after the briefing.
We guess that he's updated naman regularly. Thank you.
Itatanong ko sa kanya para sigurado.
Salamat, Tina. Other matters? Any other topics? Balik tayo kay Joseph, kay Alexis. Okay, Joseph.
Sir, yun lang pong in-approve ni Presidente na i-extend yung validity nung 2019 budget. Why did the President decide and approve that?
I do not know that. He hasn't told me anything about it. I will ask him.
Yeah,
We
okay.
talk.
Just for probably context. Kasi sir, di ba parang na-delay yung budget natin last year and then some projects were affected. Now, we have a cash-based system, meaning if you're not able to spend the money for 2019, it goes back to the National Treasury. That has effect on the capital outlays of some of the key projects of the administration. Again, the question, why?
I will ask him so that we will know the specific answer to that.
Do you think
I'll be
that,
talking to you naman after this. So,
do you think that will be beneficial for the economy, the extension? Because we will have the projects.
well, if he has extended it already, so the obvious is obvious.
What is the obvious?
O the beneficial, in-extend niya eh.
Mhm. How is it beneficial?
And
I need a
well,
soundbite for this story.
we will make a statement of that kasi we'll be talking after this.
Sige lang.
Okay. Same topic. Ano muna, Rose? Si Alexis muna pagkatapos sa'yo. Mike ulit. Sige na.
Related to the budget, Sec, when will the president sign the 2020?
Sabi niya January, first week.
So hindi na within the year. Kung hindi na within the year, magre-reenact yun automatically
Eh, parang yun,
first month.
Unless na I misheard him when we were talking on the phone. Yun ang kasi tinanong ko siya eh. Kailan nyo yung budget?
Okay, sinabi niya January,
Parang
Sec.
sinabi niya January. Parang first week.
First week of January.
Parang yun ang
Will there be a ceremony?
Hindi ko
O
alam.
ano na lang, yung parang last time na na tahimik.
Tanong ko siya mamaya. Mag-uusap kami eh.
January.
Yan ang intindi ko. Pero yung suppose January na, wala na naman pasok eh. 28, 29, Sabado, Linggo.
Okay. So, nakita niya na yung mga, yung draft, yung spending bill, Sec.
Baka pinag-aaralan niya pa yun.
Nakita na niya na ba yung mga supposed insertions na sinasabi ni na Senator Lacson?
He will go through that. Di ba? Ganon si Presidente. Mabusisi bago pumirma.
Kasi strongly worded yung veto message niya last time. Do we expect him to issue a similar
Tingnan
statement?
natin. Let's wait. Basta pag unconstitutional, he will veto. Pag hindi,
Tuloy.
tuloy.
Suffice to say, hindi niya i-allow yung anything, yung parang last time na vinito niya.
Kasi ganito yan. When somebody says it's unconstitutional, it doesn't mean it's unconstitutional. This president is a lawyer. He knows what is unconstitutional or not. So he decides for himself kung tama ba yung sinasabi nitong isang tao o hindi.
Sige, Sec.
budget pa rin Roscos.
Sir, basic lang po. Ano pinagkaiba nung extension ng validity ng 2019 sa pagkakaroon ng reenacted budget para
Hindi
walang
ko alam.
confusion?
I'll ask the Secretary of Budget and the Secretary of Finance. This is one territory I'd rather not enter into. This is very technical.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
MPC, okay na tayo sa budget? Shift na tayo sa ibang topic?
Oh, by the way, I read a statement of the detained senator. May tanong kayo doon? Parang may nabasa ko. Ano sabi niya?
I hope to spend my Christmas with my children.
Sabi niya, she hopes this will be the last time she will spend Christmas in jail. Yun yung sinasabi niya.
That's for the court to decide, not for us. No, I was referring to the reaction of my statement. Said, De Lima said, presidential spokesperson so and so failed to understand the significance of a rider in the spending law that would deny entry. Panelo, according to her, was sorely mistaken to believe that Philippine officials could seek reconsideration on the travel ban. In the first place, we are not asking for a reconsideration. My statement is very clear. We cannot intrude into the process of a sovereign state in the same way that they cannot intrude into ours. What I was saying is that examining the provision of that law, it says that it's the U.S. State Secretary who will determine whether or not a particular official of this government has something to do with the wrongful detention of Ms. De Lima. And the basis should be credible information. Now, I happened to have a talk, not really a talk. We were seated with each other, with the ambassador of the U.S. And I don't know if I'm at liberty to tell what he made an off-remark statement. And he said, I read your statement. It's a very good statement. I agree with it. It's Congress that passed that law. So in other words, it's the executive department that will enforce that particular law. And that law precisely gives the discretion to the U.S. State Secretary. That is why I said in my statement that we hope that the Secretary of U.S. State Secretary would give an informed and educated judgment on particular banning of certain people. Because, as we have already explained, it's not a wrongful detention. Like me, for instance, what in heaven's name can I be part of the detention of this woman? I am not even part of the prosecution.
You failed to advise them.
Oh, failed to advise. Advise what? That's for the Secretary of Justice, not from this office.
Joseph.
Did the ambassador tell you not to worry about it?
He didn't say not to worry about it. He said he agrees with my statement, and he said that's Congress.
Can you still go to the U.S., he said?
If I want to go, if there's any event that I need to go, let us see.
Pero no
But
assurance.
I'm not worried about that.
So meaning, sir, if it is the executive department's prerogative, may chance na hindi siya implement.
May kulatilya nga dun eh. Kailangan based on credible information.
Okay.
Julie.
Sir, follow-up. This budget law by the US was passed, pero may standing invitation pa rin si US President Donald Trump for
Exactly.
President
Oh,
Duterte to
yun
visit
lang.
the
Oh,
US. So what will happen?
That is a contradiction. There is a standing invitation. Kung totoo yun, di sana eh. Hindi na.
What do you think will happen, sir?
What do you, the standing invitation stands.
So is si President Duterte, kung sakaling
Ay,
accept man
Presidente,
yung...
pero di ba, sabi ni Presidente, ayoko naman talaga pupunta na the first place.
He's not worried about it.
Ay, kung ayaw lang pupunta, how can he be worried?
Thank you, Julie. MPC? Follow up, Tina.
Sir, pa-clarify. Ay, sir, hindi kasi ako lawyer. Sir, sabi ni Senator De Lima, both the U.S. Congress and the U.S. President have already determined the fact of my persecution and that this determination is already part of the federal law of the U.S.
Correct.
As such, can she use this?
Correct, but as I said, there is a kulatilla in that law. You have to follow the process. There is a process where before a U.S. State Secretary can ban any person, which of course is a right on the part of the sovereign state. It has to determine whether the information relative to a person being banned is credible or not. So may discretion given to the authority that will decide whether or not you'll be banned or hindi.
Regardless, sir, can she use this document in any court proceedings in Manila to prove that she is being publicly persecuted by this administration?
Well, she can always use anything she wants. It's for the court to decide whether that's relevant or acceptable as evidence.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Tina. MPC?
But you must remember that it's always the court that will determine whether or not a person can be released, whether on bail or whether one can be released because he or she has been acquitted. It's all in the court.
Sir, naisip ko lang, if so, if ever lang Senator De Lima was released by through bail or by the court and she goes to the US, can she use this particular document for applying for political asylum?
Applying for a political asylum would depend on the country being applied to. Sila magdi-determine whether pwede o hindi.
Thank you, Tina. Questions, MPC? Other topics? No more? Wala na? Last two? Wala na? Okay. Maraming salamat, MPC. Sir, New Year schedule.
Saan daw mag-New Year si President?
Doon din. Tinanong ko siya kung wala kang plano. Wala. Sabi niya sa mga apo ko lang. Sa bahay. Oo. Palagi naman doon eh.
30, sir. December 30.
Hindi ko alam kung meron ba siyang activity. Parang wala ako nakita na ano ah. Wala ako nakita kay Yusek.
Okay na. Maraming salamat, MPC, Chief Presidential Legal Counsel and Spokesperson, Attorney Salvador Panelo. Balik tayo sa PTV4, Radyo Pilipinas.